carried by the quarterback. Loses one. Brings up second down. With the carry, it's the runback. Tackled at the 44-yard line. Third down coming up.
Team play. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll try the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch, called for and made. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Plows through the defense. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll go right back to the run. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Roberts. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Horn. almost had the completion, just missed it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Missouri, 22.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
On the play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of community...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Horn. They're trying to get to him. Wide open downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He got it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, what a move to get room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Trying the run, it's Owens. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Missouri, 22. Texas A&M, 17.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The lone back's got it. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 28 over the Royals.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M, 17.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. He'll just keep slinging it. The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Finds his man down the middle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Horn. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Still on his feet. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
So Missouri will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Horn. Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move. Shakes off the tackler. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. Finds a crease at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 34 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Allen. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.